The all-powerful Ant King was dead, that seemingly invincible body now reduced to a charred blackened husk. Just moments ago, Netero had paid with his own life, detonating the rose bomb hidden inside his chest. When the smoke cleared, the entire battlefield had been leveled to rubble. By the time Poof and Yuppie arrived, the scene looked like something straight out of hell. Dark red magma churned across the ground, and the scorching heat made it impossible for anything living to get close. Poof figured the Ant King was almost certainly dead, but Yuppie refused to believe it. Without a second of hesitation, he charged straight into the molten rock, pushing through the unbearable, searing pain. He sprinted toward the very center of the blast. That's where he could still feel a faint trace of the king's presence. But when Yuppie finally found the king's body, he let out a roar of pure anguish. He carefully lifted the Ant King out of the inferno, unable to accept that the once supreme king was truly gone. Just as both of them had fallen into despair, the Ant King let out a faint sound. The cat girl, who specialized in healing, was nowhere to be found. But Poof had an idea. The Ant King's ability was to devour anything and convert that power into his own. So if the king consumed them, there was a real chance he could come back. Poof immediately sacrificed the life force of every single one of his clones, offering it all to the king. That terrifying surge of life energy sent the Ant King's body into a frenzy, hungrily absorbing everything around it. His life force began recovering at a rapid pace. Seeing this, Yuppie stepped up as well. He offered his own energy, a hyper-concentrated essence of his very life force. Just a few drops were enough to trigger a complete transformation in the king's body. The Ant King was reborn. When he came back, he was stronger than ever before, but something was missing. His memories of Komugi had vanished completely. She was the first true friend he had ever made in the human world, and now, she was gone from his mind entirely. Poof believed Komugi would only get in the way of what was coming, so he made the call to eliminate her as soon as possible. But there was one thing he hadn't accounted for. While the Ant King was absorbing the power of his two royal guards, he had also undergone a second awakening, inheriting their evolved abilities in the process. His flight ability now far surpassed anything Poof was capable of. The Ant King turned his gaze toward the distant palace. That was where his answers were waiting. Without a moment's hesitation, he took off. A deep, unsettling feeling crept over Poof. If things kept going this way, the king might end up recovering his memories. He had to get to Komugi before the Ant King did.